Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, Be You. My name is Kelly. So today I've been feeling very mermaidy. So all day long I've been thinking about mermaids. So what I'm going to do the reading on tonight is Oracle of the Mermaids by Lucy. So it's interesting with Oracle. I don't know how many of you guys know this, but Oracle decks it's basically whatever the person who created it wants it to be. So you really have no rules if you're wanting to create any type of decks of cards, oracles. You can basically do whatever you want. So it's really fun and exciting to see what people were thinking about when they created these decks and how they came about. So you can always find that in the guidebook that comes with every deck of cards, where I can show you, and they go into introduction to the cards. So what's funny about this mermaid deck here is that it's actually all about your emotional love. So I'm gonna just scoot this down just a little bit. As you can see, I have shells. Each shell represents mermaids. So I don't know if people know that, but mermaids are all to do with shells. It's a good way to communicate with mermaids is by shells and through shells. So I just picked 5 that kind of wanted to come be a part of the video. And what's really great is like I have no clue what they're going to do, what they're going to say. I don't know if anyone loves to listen to the ocean in some of these, but I love to do that. And then I got this really neat guy here. Very cool. And I'm sure they're going to come into play in this reading. But yeah, I wanted to show some shells. Oops, that one leaked a little. Okay. And then one last guy here. So 5 was what was telling me to bring into this reading. So here's the 5 that I chose, or really they chose me. And this one's very heavy. Okay. So again, normally when I do my readings, it's basically whatever comes out and needs to basically, I always give my readings to whatever message wants to come out for anyone who will be watching this later. So I kind of like to do readings. That way, anyone who finds this video down the road, it should have a message for you as well. So, also, I'm wearing very mermaid clothes today. But this deck is beautiful. This is the back of the deck. Now, one thing that I said in my videos, you got to know the cards have reverse meanings as well, and this one does. So, again, what you want to do is just however you feel guided, you want to shuffle. And this is a very large deck, and I have small hands, so bear with me here. So it's kind of feels like big giant cards. So any cards that come out, and if you do have like huge decks that doesn't fit your hands very well, you can also just put them down and just like lay them flat and just stir them up, especially if they go reverse as well. That's a good way because you always want to make sure they're really good and they're straight, and also make sure that you clean them, you cleanse them. I don't know if you guys can see it, probably not, but back in the back, I do have an incense burner. So what I always say is you want to attune to the cards because you want to basically close out your mind and open up the crown to let divine knowledge basically come flowing through you so you can read these cards for another person. So with that being said, I like tons of different things, but incense is always a good thing for me to have. So I got an incense, and just in tune to the mermaids, that way they can come in through the shells and also through the cards for the reading. I'm going to just hit this little bell over here. You won't see it, but I'm just going to hit it a couple of times just to get everybody just to take a moment and in tune. And it's just a wind chime bell, but it feels like it needs to be over here. So again, when you're getting into cards, you just want to go with what feels right to you. There's no wrong or right way here. So whatever setup you feel guided to do, you can't see it, but I have three of the shells on this side, and then the other two here and here that you can see. And then I also have the cards right there. So I'll probably do the reading that way. But I'm going to continue to shuffle just a little bit more. And that's what I was talking about. You can just shuffle them whichever way. You just want to make sure that they got a good shuffle going on here. So as I connect to the mermaids, for them to come in and help with the message and whatever else, I'm going to just move that back up here so you can see me. Okay. So this is all about love. This is what this deck is all about. Is your emotions to love. So I'm just going to ask the mermaids to help and come in where I'm an open channel. And we need to know, what does this person need to know about love that I'm doing the reading for? And whoever tunes in, you get whatever message that you need to, because that's how the universe works. Okay. And of course, also mermaids are in water. So yeah, if you like water, you love water, 10 to 1, you have a mermaid part of your soul. And that's very common. A lot of people feel very connected to mermaids. Okay. So again, I'm just asking the mermaids for the answer. What does the person need to know about their love life that will benefit them? And these cards tell you like it is. It's very straightforward. It tells you exactly what you need to know about wherever you're at in your love life when you ask the question. Okay, first card. Song of the Siren, the calling, summoning voice to knowledge. Very pretty. If you see the artwork on these. And also pay attention, numerology, it is 5. That's big for some reason. Okay. So basically what she's saying here is that you already know what to do. And five's very strong, and I'm getting more that it's the 5th month, which would be May, which is this month. So it could be this month, or it could be next month or next year. Um, yeah, you already know the answer. It's more, what are you afraid of to let go? And again, this has to do with love. So you already know what to do, but why are you so afraid to let go? And some people would say the obvious answer to that is no one wants to be alone. But you got to realize that no one's ever truly alone. But sometimes you have to be by yourself so that you know how to love yourself. So it feels like you've already been in this type of relationship over and over and over, and you're asking yourself, why is this keep happening to me? Well, I mean, it's happening to you because it needs to happen. You haven't learned whatever you're supposed to learn through this life lesson. And also, where are you at on loving yourself? Just remember, if you don't love you, how do you expect someone else to love you? So this is very strong of this is a repeat pattern with lovers. And even though you think that you cannot do this on your own, that's a false statement. That's actually keeping you stuck. It's a very stuck statement. You can do this on your own. You can. You just have to believe you can. Because if you're not happy, then why are you still there? Hoping for this person to change when we all know change happens when the person wants to change, not when someone forces them to change. So again, very strong emotions here, but these cards literally tell you how it is. And like I said, this I kind of get that this is literally this month that something's gonna happen that's gonna force you to push through and go forward. Time out. Awareness, solitude, time alone, contemplation. And again, very beautiful cards. 36 is the number on this card. Beautiful seahorse, and she's just by herself. So, again, what this message is going to be about is actually about one situation that's going on. So this card came out first saying, hey, you know what to do. You're just afraid to do it. You're afraid of being alone, taking that next step. So now this mermaid is kind of coming in saying, hey, you know what? Why don't you just do a timeout? If you're too scared right now to make that action, to take that move, then why don't you just go and spend some alone time? And there's nothing wrong with alone time. It's beautiful in this deck that she's not sad. Look at her face. She's not sad. She's just by herself because she wants to be. And there's nothing wrong with alone time. So again, I'm going to just pull one more card. And this is, I feel very strong to say that this is going to be the conclusion here to this love situation. Beautiful. Grace, lovingness, form of spirit. The card number is 1. So, what's that say? Basically, what's that say is that whenever you receive the answer to go ahead and move forward, you're going to realize how much beauty there is in letting go of this relationship here. And it may take you some time, but it takes as much time as you need for you to realize that you're ready and that it was the best thing for you. So I'm going to just move this down a little bit so you guys can kind of see what's going on there. Okay. So let me just a little. Also, the timeout, that can also not mean like going to a place and being a timeout, but perhaps just in your mind and in your heart. Because this is very linked to your stomach, so there's definitely a lot of fear that's coming through in the stomach. And just remember, the end of this relationship, beauty comes from it, whatever that means. It could very well be a shift in the relationship. Now, this is happening in May, this month, okay? Or perhaps it's been happening for a while, but this is when it's going to about ready to be shifted. You're going to contemplate having time alone, going somewhere, or even escaping in your mind to just be by yourself and your thoughts and see how it works. 9 is this one. And perhaps that the new change is coming this in May, this month, but by September, you will know everything that you need to know. And then you start fresh with a different view of everything. Okay. I'm going to just hit this a couple of times because that was intense. That was very intense reading. And then just listen to this sound and kind of close your eyes and go inside and give yourself a big hug. And just keep saying, you're going to be okay. And you will be. So now the mermaids wants to use these shells for healing. So focus on this inside and all the beautiful colors that come here. And as you focus on that, you're just going to let the mermaids come in and just give you a big hug and let them feel how much love they have for you. And that's how much love they want you to have for yourself. Maybe perhaps you have so much love for this person that you're exhausted and you don't make room for yourself. Now, on this one, just focus on him and then just let them come in. And this, they're going right to the heart on this. So if you want, put your hand on your heart and just do a couple of taps. And just let that block go. You definitely have a heavy heart. So just let that go. You are loved. This one as well. They want you to focus on your heart while you look on to this shell here. And just do some tapping of the heart. And just say, keep repeating, you are loved. You are loved. You are loved. You deserve love. This one's interesting. So, gonna focus kind of like right there. And they're gonna go into the mind, your third eye. So that's located right here. And they're just gonna calm your worry and tell you it's okay. That this is just fear talking. And fear's just an illusion. Fear's just an illusion. Gonna focus on that cool design there. As I spin it around, just keep focusing on the center here. As you just let them come in and calm your mind. Perfect. Woo! Wow, on that one, let's just do the bell again. Woo! Very loving. And then the last one here. This is going to be all about the gut, okay? So you're going to focus here. And the mermaids, as you're focusing on the shell, they're going to come into your gut where all this fear is. And they're going to just have you let it go. And then let me just spin him around. There you go. And then just let them take away all that fear you have of this relationship. So the end to this reading would be trust your intuition. Go with what you feel. Even if you're scared of an ability or perhaps that you're not going to get the answer you're looking for. In truth, you always get the answer for your highest good. So even if it's not something you want to hear right now, it's always for your highest good. And sometimes that's very hard for anyone to take. So I'm going to just play this a little bit just so we can center. I'm going to call in the angels to fill us up with bright white light. Cecily, Archangel Michael. And I want to thank the mermaids for coming in and doing this reading with us and helping us. I want to thank you all for watching my channel and watching this video. I hope that this helps and gives you some answers. And if you want to go any deeper into this relationship, you can always reach out. I do have links in the description of my email and also my webpage. So you can just go there and find out information and reach out to me. And then, like I said, I offer tons of readings that's more in depth to help you with this. And thank you for watching. Please share and subscribe to my channel. And have a wonderful Friday night.